Sawadee good morning and welcome to Newsline. It's Wednesday, September 10, 2014. I'm Chalapansa Navrula. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward, broadcasting live on NBT and Radio Thailand, FM 88. Let's have a look at today's main stories. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has reiterated to cabinet ministers their obligations to conduct their duties righteously and have the national interest at heart. During the first cabinet meeting, General Prayut remarked that it was an auspicious day for all ministers to come together with a goal to drive the country forward. He placed an emphasis on the cabinet's participation in promoting 12 moral values in the Thai society, which were announced earlier by the National Council for Peace and Order. The Prime Minister called on the ministers to adhere to their oath recently taken in front of His Majesty the King to serve the country with honesty and transparency and to put the national interest before their own. The meeting was mainly aimed at looking over each ministry's policy in preparation for General Prayut's delivery of policy statement to the National Legislative Assembly this coming Friday. The Premier also asked that each ministry's budget be spent in a careful and efficient manner. Following the meeting with the National Legislative Assembly on September 12th, General Prayut and his cabinet will hold a meeting with permanent secretaries and heads of 20 government units in a bid to hand down short-term and long-term action plans. The cabinet has agreed to appoint a minister attached to the Prime Minister's office to be the main point of coordination with the National Legislative Assembly. The Secretary General at the Secretariat of the Cabinet, Kun Ampon, Kiti Ampon, said that the first meeting of the cabinet since its royal endorsement earlier this month had not discussed any administrative issues as yet. Mr. Ampon said that the meeting only received an official update on the operations of the National Council for Peace and Order since the military coup on May 22nd. He added that the cabinet also agreed that Deputy Prime Ministers be assigned their areas of responsibility at the next meeting, and that any agenda to be proposed to the weekly discussion be presented through a Deputy Prime Minister in charge of such issues. In addition, Mr. Ampon said that the Cabinet has resolved to assign the Minister to the Prime Minister's office, Kun Suwapan Tanyuwatan, to act as its coordinator when communicating with the NLA. The National Legislative Assembly Vice President Kun Surathai Liengmunlerchai said that the NLA is set to discuss controversial provisions on the impeachment of political office holders in the upcoming meeting. Mr. Surathai noted that the matter will be decided by the NLA members, insisting that the provision on impeachment in the Provisional Constitution is currently only a draft directive. He stressed, however, that the rules governing impeachment procedures are necessary and not drawn up to target politicians or anyone in particular. His comment came after a former Senate President and member of the former ruling Pheu Thai Party, Nikom Vairatapanit, made public comments that the NLA should not be able to impose any regulations related to impeachment proceedings. Other Pheu Thai members also echoed similar concerns, saying that even though Section 6 of the Interim Charter says the NLA serves as the House of Representatives and the Senate, the law-making body has no legitimacy, that is, to proceed with impeachment. Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs Kun Siyasak Phuangketkaew has confirmed India understands the political situation in Thailand and still highly values its cooperation with the kingdom. During his visit to the Indian capital of New Delhi to attend a forum of Thai-Indian Foreign Affairs Permanent Secretaries, Mr. Siyasak stated that he had an opportunity to meet with Mrs. Sushma Swaraj, Minister of External Affairs of India. He said the minister extended her congratulations to General Thanasak Patimapakon on his recent appointment as the new Foreign Affairs Minister of Thailand. She also affirmed her country's awareness of the Thai political situation and the fact that related problems should be dealt with internally. According to Mr. Siyasak, India continues to give importance to Thailand for its roles as a friendly nation and an active member of ASEAN. Moreover, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has been invited to make an official visit to India whenever it's convenient for both sides. Meanwhile, Mr. Siyasak also discussed a wide range of bilateral cooperation with his Indian counterpart Anil Wadhwa. Among the issues brought up were the expansion of military, technological and economic cooperation, establishment of a Thai-Indian free trade agreement and construction of a road linking the two countries via Myanmar. The Ministry of Public Health study of suicide statistics in Thailand has found that one Thai took his or her own life every 2 hours in 2013. The Director General of the Mental Health Department, Dr. Jesada Chokdambrong, said that the statistics showed more than 3,900 Thais committed suicide last year. That numbers are translated into 328 lives per month, or one every 2 hours. Dr. Jesada said that Northern Lamphun province had the highest number of recorded cases, while the lowest recorded number was from Southern Pattani province. He added that hanging has been found to be the most common method of suicide in Thailand, followed by pesticide poisoning and the use of a gun. The study found that those who have committed suicide had problems with communication, family relationships, economic or chronic illnesses, while alcohol consumption multiplied the chance of self-destruction by a factor of 2.4. In order to dissuade anyone from committing suicide, Dr. Jesada said that boosting social bonds or family relationships through genuine affection is the best approach. The World Health Organization has declared the 10th of September World Suicide Prevention Day in an awareness campaign to gain worldwide commitment and action to prevent the tragedy of suicide. More than 853,000 rai of farmland has been devastated by floods that recently hammered Thailand's northern region, according to the Permanent Secretary for Agriculture and Cooperatives. Kun Chawalit Chukachon revealed that the damage to agricultural farms includes 160,000 livestock animals, 390,000 freshwater species, and 58,000 rai of rice fields. Provinces that are most affected by the floods are Sukhothai, Nakhon Sawan, and Ayutthaya. Mr. Chawalit said authorities would be urgently inspecting the damages after the floods subside and submit their findings to the Finance Ministry within 30 days to request an allocation from the central budget. Mr. Chawalit said, however, that should the rains stay at the current level during September to October, the floodwaters could help raise the amount of water in the various reservoirs and also reduce water shortage in the drought season. At present, most reservoirs are about 34% full, which is lower than last year's level. Sukhothai Governor Kun Takrin Plienwong has expressed his concerns over the flood situation and hopes to see the province return to normal the soonest. Mr. Takrin visited Pakwa district to inspect the flood situation there and found that the water level has reached 80 centimeters, whereas the water level at kilometer marker 33 is measured at 20 centimeters high. Water in that area has eroded parts of the road. The governor has also handed over compensation up to 50,000 baht to the family of a flood victim who unfortunately passed away on September 7th, and another 33,000 baht to another flood victim's family as funding for the house repair. 300 flood relief packages were given to affected locals within the area. Mr. Takrin stated that at the moment, assistance measures have been provided for flood victims through cooperation from related units and various foundations, offering help and support in terms of necessities. As for the maintenance process to the damaged land along the Yom River, the governor will see through that the operation is conducted as soon as possible. If no more rainfall occurs in the area within these few days, the restoration process can begin immediately. Udon Thani has hosted a public hearing to heed all suggestions from local residents regarding water resource management. Udon Thani Provincial Governor Seni Chitgasem, in his capacity as the chairman of the Chi River Basin Committee, together with Director General of the Department of Water Resources Chatuporn Burutpat, in his capacity as member of the Subcommittee on Development and Management of Water Resources in the northeastern and southern regions, participated in the seminar on gathering facts on issues relating to the water basin, the river basin, and seeking resolutions to draft a strategy on the management of water resources. The seminar was attended by members of the public and relevant authorities from 12 provinces around the Chi River Basin. The private sector, government officials, state enterprises, educational institutions, and networks of various river basins also joined in exchanging information on how to resolve long-standing issues concerning the river basin. The aim of the seminar was to establish a sustainable and systematic management plan for water resources. The plan is to be forwarded to the government and also the National Council for Peace and Order for consideration in the month of October. Next up, NBT World reporter Joel Gershon was recently in New York on a trip and managed to visit the Thailand consulate in the Big Apple. He spoke with the Consul General, the Honorable Rasmi Chittam, and learned more about the responsibilities that go into his job.
Thai nationals who live abroad may sometimes need some help from their embassy or local consulate, and the Royal Thai Consulate General in New York is one of the most prominent ones in the world, as it covers a large portion of the northeast part of the United States. The consulate's main functions are to provide passports for Thai citizens, to issue visas for foreigners traveling to Thailand, and it offers legalization services and protection for Thai nationals who live in the U.S. The Honorable Rasmi Chittam, Thailand's Consul General in New York, was gracious enough to give NBT World a general overview of his duties in an exclusive interview.
My name is Rasmi Chittam. Yes, I'm now here in New York as a Consul General of Thailand. My duty here, the priority is to take care of the Thai community here, and secondly, to promote the image of Thailand, especially in terms of trade, culture, and tourism. So the Thai community here, the number is around 40,000. Yes, and we have a Thai temple in so many areas. In New York, we have 3 Thai temples. And then we have a new service also to issue a Thai identification card here in New York. No need for the Thai people to go back to Thailand and then apply at their local administration or at their city. They can apply and cut a new ID card within 10 to 15 minutes. That's amazing. And apart from that, we do issue a visa for foreigner, for as tourism purpose, for business, for investment, and so on.
The consulate also supports and promotes Thai culture internationally.
We do have 2 big events. One is we call the Experience Thailand, to promote Thailand as a whole in American Square Park, which is very popular among New Yorkers here, to let them know the strength of Thailand. And another big event also is a Thai food festival, to put emphasis more on Thai food, which is now is well recognized among the American, among the tourists that visit New York. So I think you can imagine what a lot of things I have to do. I have to deal with the Thai community here. Every day we do provide a service.
So if you are Thai and happen to be taking a trip to New York or to the northeast part of the U.S., or if you're a foreigner coming to Thailand, you can rest assured that Kun Rasmi and his staff are well equipped to give you the assistance you need.
The Tourism Authority of Thailand has launched Thailand Travelling Shield, a new insurance plan specially designed for foreign tourists coming to Thailand on a vacation. TAT has cooperated with 4 leading insurance companies of Thailand, namely Muang Thai Insurance, Chao Phraya Insurance, Siam City Insurance, and Krung Thai Phanit Insurance, to offer a special insurance coverage scheme known as Thailand Travel Shield, a convenient online insurance plan which provides instant coverage once a tourist enters to the kingdom. Such plan is a measure to create more confidence among tourists coming to Thailand and to those who have difficulty in purchasing the travel insurance in their home country or have to buy a high insurance premium to Thailand.
From the 7 days in Thailand, cost only 650 baht. 2 weeks in Thailand, that will cost about only 1,000 baht. And it will cover the accident in Thailand 7 days for 1 million baht, or health insurance in Thailand for 1 million baht, as well as the luggage loss or luggage delay or the flight delay. So this is a very competitive price, and since we have been launched on the 25th of July, for a month only, we have been about 300 of the visitors or the travelers have been buying this travel insurance.
Those who are insured can make a claim through Alliance Global Assistance via email claim@allianceassistance.co.th or call 02-342-3255. Once again, that's 02-342-3255. Effective since July 25, 2014, the insurance has already received a good feedback as over 300 tourists from 49 countries purchased the insurance under the program. For more information and details of the plan, you can visit the website tourismthailand.org/Thailand Travel Shield for full information, and also register before coming to Thailand. The SET index yesterday contracted by 1.59 points, settling at 1,583.18 points with turnover of 56.25 billion baht. The day's top 5 trading stocks were Jasmine International, True Corporation, PTT, Bangkok Metro Public Company, and Banpu Public Company. According to analysts from Philips Securities Thailand, the stock market yesterday fluctuated slightly throughout the day. They added that PTT stock would likely rise in line with the recent NGV price hike, claiming the move might be able to pull up the SET index for the next couple of days. The stock analysts also predicted today's support level should be around 1,575 points, and the resistance level should be around 1,590 points. In today's segments of Now or Never, Dr. Yongyut Mayalab, civilian spokesperson of the National Council for Peace and Order, will talk about Thai and European investors. Let's have a look.
Welcome to Now or Never, the program that updates you on the policies and developments of the National Council for Peace and Order, or NCPO. Recently, a group of Thai and European investors from Thai European Business Association, or TEBA, paid a courtesy call on General Prayut Chan-o-cha, head of the NCPO. General Prayut welcomed the group and talked about the overall situation of the country, which he confirmed is progressively improving with enhanced stability. The NCPO head reiterated that the private sector, particularly investors, have an essential role to play progressing Thailand forward. In this case, the country needs even more cooperation from its investors in understanding how Thailand needs time to reform and develop in order to be on par with other advanced countries around the world. Over the last 3 to 4 months, the NCPO has been able to solve a number of major problems facing Thailand. This has been accomplished by having military personnel adopting an integrative approach to resolving various issues, while civil servants have been able to continue in their duties and functions as before. These undertakings have been supported by experts and working groups who provided knowledge and valuable advice in order for officials to optimize their efficiency whilst performing their duties. The guiding principle of the NCPO's working system is to listen to the opinions from all stakeholders while underscoring the paramount objective of promoting national interests. The head of the NCPO has stressed that the NCPO is ready to expand cooperation in various fields and has since set up a joint governmental and private sector committee to solve economic problems and directly mobilize related strategy in this field. To complement this, a super board was also established by the NCPO to oversee the functioning of 56 state enterprises. As for the Thai-European Free Trade Agreement, the head of the NCPO confirmed that Thailand will continue cooperation on this matter to promote the transfer of investment through the appropriate channels, encourage foreign investment to Thailand, and remove any trade barriers that may exist at present. He stressed that Thailand does not employ illegal workers and is now completing the process of registration for all of its migrant workers. Representatives from TEBA thanked General Prayut Chan-o-cha for allowing this opportunity to meet him in person and to discuss about economic cooperation between the governmental and the private sectors. They expressed their well wishes for the NCPO to be able to solve remaining obstacles to business operations in Thailand and confirmed their opinion that Thailand is still a principal country for their investments. สวัสดีครับ
And that's it for Thailand Moves Forward. We'll now have a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
Open the world of information. Embrace public participation. Present Thainess to the world. New dimension of the government's public relations. The 81st anniversary of Public Relations Department. Creative media for society and mobilizing Thailand towards the ASEAN community.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The Dutch Safety Board yesterday said Malaysian Airlines flight MH17 broke apart over Ukraine due to damage caused by high-energy objects. The suspicion has been made after a preliminary report investigating the crash was released. The report found no indications that the MH17 crash was caused by a technical fault or by actions of the crew. The Dutch report is an initial provisional sequence of events, with officials warning it could take up to a year for a final report to be concluded. A separate Dutch criminal investigation has been launched to determine if charges should be brought against individual culprits. The investigation has been difficult because the crash took place in a war zone. Dutch investigators were unable to reach the crash site because of fighting, although a small number of Malaysian inspectors did reach the site. Italian pizzeria Carabinieri released closed-circuit CCTV footage yesterday showing just how far some people will go to protect their property. Filmed late on Monday evening in a small takeaway pizza shop in Riva di Puglia in southern Italy, the footage shows two men entering the pizzeria and one man pull out a pistol and aimed it at the owner. The gun then jams as it is fired repeatedly. The owner stubbornly pulls the cash away from the accomplice of the armed robber, who continues to try and open the till and remove the night's takings. Despite the pistol still being drawn, other pizzeria employees come to the rescue, smashing plates over the heads of the robbers. The two thieves were arrested shortly after the robbery attempt. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. If you do have any suggestions or comments, please email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook. Just have a look at NNT in the search box and find out more about the news at every hour. And also, our website is thainews.prd.go.th/newseng. We'll say goodbye today with a water buffalo race that took place in Chonburi province. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Cholapansa Narula. See you next time. Sawasdee ka.